Welcome, everyone, to the High Performing Dental Team podcast. I'm Dayna Johnson, your Dentrix expert, dental workflow optimizer, all of that. And so most of you, you probably know, or actually maybe you don't know, that there are two methods in Dentrix to when you are in network. So how to get the most accurate insurance estimates. How do you set up your insurance when you're in network? There's two methods, and you probably are aware of these two methods, or, maybe if you're new to using Dentrix, you're new to the dental practice, maybe you're not. So I'm going to spell them out for you today, okay? There's two ways in Dentrix that you can set up your insurance when you are in network. Number one is that you can use the fee schedule method. So here's the difference, the fee schedule method or the allowed amount method. There's two ways you can set up your insurance. The fee schedule method, the biggest difference between these two is the fee schedule method is going to post your in-network fees to the ledger and the treatment plan and give you accurate estimates. Okay, so since it's posting in-network fees, your contracted fees to the ledger and the treatment plan, you will see all your production reports already in net production. So when you schedule an appointment, you're looking at your production on your appointment book. It's going to show in net production because it's showing fee schedule production. When you set up an appointment complete and you're looking at the ledger, the fees that are getting posted to the ledger are your in-network contracted fees. So when you run a day sheet, your day sheet production is going to be in-network contracted fees. When you run a production report, all your production is going to show up in net production, in-network contracted fees. And when you're setting up your fee schedule method, you are going to link up your in-network, your contracted fee schedule to the insurance plan. You are never going to attach a fee schedule to the patient, okay? I know that there's a fee schedule box in the demographic area of your family file. There's a fee schedule box there. You are never going to put an insurance fee schedule there. Okay, rare exceptions. Okay, so I'm actually going to say you would never do it because you really shouldn't. There would be rare exceptions that you would put a fee schedule up in the demographic box of the family file. The fee schedule always belongs to the insurance plan. It does not belong to the patient. Okay, so that's the fee schedule method. Is you are posting fee schedules, you're posting your contracted fees. The treatment plan is estimating based on fee schedule in-network contracted fees. And so that's the fee schedule method. Now, the allowed amount method is where you are posting full fee to everything, full fee on the appointment book, full fee on the ledger, full fee to the treatment plan, and it will calculate based on in-network contracted fees. So when you are using the allowed amount method, you are not going to link up the fee schedule to the insurance plan to post in-network fees. What you're going to do is you're going to copy your fee schedule, your in-network contracted fee schedule, to the allowed amount column in the payment table and allowed amount in the benefits and coverage area. So that's the main difference between fee schedule method and allowed amount method. Now, there's been some controversy over which one should I use. And so I wanted to just kind of talk to you about that today and give you my take, okay? Dayna's take on which method should I be using. I really don't care. I really don't care which one you use. What I do want you to do is I want you to pick one and I want you to stick with it, okay? I want you to be consistent. I want you to say, our office uses blank method when setting up insurance, when we're in network, and we are going to use that method 100% of the time. So let me give you some pros and cons of both options. If you are in a state that has legislation that allows you to post or to bill the patient full fee if it is a non-covered benefit, like a non-covered procedure, or if you are allowed to bill the patient full fee if the patient goes over their maximum, probably makes more sense for you to use the allowed amount method, because then you're always posting full fee to the patient on the treatment plan, and you never have to figure out, am I allowed to charge the patient full fee for this procedure? Am I allowed to charge the patient full fee because now they're going over their maximum? So if you're in a state that has legislation like that, it probably makes more sense to use the allowed amount method, because then you're always posting full fee. And if you accidentally find out later, like you get the insurance EOB back and you're like, oh, that wasn't a covered benefit. Oh, shoot, I should have charged the patient full fee. And now you have to backtrack and now charge the patient more. The patient's not going to be very happy. So if you're using allowed amount method, you're already billing full fee to all the patients. So then if a procedure does come back as a non-covered benefit and you were allowed to charge the full fee, you already did that. And so it makes more sense to use the allowed amount method. If you are a practice that is taking Medicaid, I think it makes a lot of sense to use the fee schedule method for Medicaid, because if you are posting full fee in your practice for Medicaid, your production is going to be significantly inflated. And I think that it would be more important to see my net production if I am taking Medicaid, because with Medicaid, their fee schedule is so low that it probably makes more sense to use the fee schedule method, because the Medicaid plan is so cut and dry. It's so black and white that it makes a lot of sense to use fee schedules with Medicaid, because their plans are so cut and dry. It's this way. There's no gray area usually with Medicaid. So there's usually no flexibility. There's no guessing usually with Medicaid. So I think Medicaid makes a lot of sense for fee schedule method. That way, when you are looking at your appointment book production, the Medicaid patient appointments are not inflating your production numbers, that you are getting realistic production numbers on your appointment book and on your production reports if you take Medicaid. So that's my opinion on that one. The other thing you have to think about when you're choosing between the allowed amount method and the fee schedule method is really like, how do I want my reports to look? And because both methods take a little bit of management. Both methods will require your team to keep the fee schedules accurate. Both methods require your team to have a great attention to detail, so both methods will give you accurate estimates. Both methods will give you accurate ledgers. So when you're trying to decide, I want you to look at some of the pros and cons, and really those things that I described is a big reason to decide one way or another. Now, I used to be all on board with fee schedules. I loved fee schedules. So 10 years ago, if you would have asked me, should I use fee schedules if I'm in network, I would have said 100% yes. Okay. I loved fee schedules. I love to see my production in net production. I like to see collectible dollars. I want to see my net production on all my reports. Now, a lot of other things that offices think about is Here's another thing to think about with when deciding. When you're using the fee schedule method, you will not have any PPO adjustments on the ledger, okay? Because it's already built into the fee that you've posted to the ledger. So when you're using fee schedule method, you will not have a lot of adjustments. Now, you may still have adjustments for professional courtesy, or you may have an adjustment for senior citizen discount or a friends and family discount, but you will not have any insurance PPO adjustments because it's already built into the fee that you have posted to the ledger. Now, with the fee schedule method, since you're not doing PPO adjustments, your team will have to be very conscious of how you read that EOB, because even though you're posting contracted fee to the ledger, you are sending full fee to the insurance company on the claim. So the insurance company sees your full fee, and then when they pay on that claim, the EOB that's coming back is going to show the submitted amount is going to be your full fee. The allowed amount is your contracted fee. You've already posted the contracted fee on the ledger. So the EOB is going to show that you need to do an adjustment. So your team has to be very skilled and knowledgeable in understanding how to read that EOB, because you've already posted the discounted fee to the ledger. You don't do the adjustment that is showing on the EOB because you've already posted it to the ledgers. So that's one thing to think about when you do the fee schedule method as well, is you have to learn how to read that EOB because there won't be any adjustments, no PPO adjustments. Now, with the allowed amount method, you're posting full fee to the ledger, you're billing full fee to the insurance company, that EOB comes back, now you have to take an adjustment. So there will be significant adjustments in your practice when you're using the allowed amount. Now, what Dentrix is going to do on your ledger is it is going to show the full fee, the estimated insurance adjustment, and then the estimated patient portion. Now, if you print a walkout for the patient, like let's say the patient comes in today for a crown, your full fee for a crown is $1,000. And your in-network contracted fee for a crown is $800. Now, if you're using the allowed amount method, the walkout statement for that patient is going to show you billed $1,000 to the patient. Your estimated insurance adjustment is $200, and the estimated patient portion is going to be $400 if the insurance pays 50% on an $800 crown. So on the walkout statement, on your billing statement, it is going to estimate that adjustment. But then you will need to actually physically take that adjustment when you get the EOB back. Now, with the fee schedule method, you will never make an adjustment. It's already built into the fee. So that long-winded explanation was me getting to the point of, a lot of times offices choose to use the allowed amount method because they want the patient to see the adjustment, okay? So they want to be able to see the insurance write-offs on an adjustment report. They want the patient to see that adjustment that they're taking because they are in network with that patient's plan. So if you want the patient to see the adjustment, then you would want to use the allowed amount method, because you still will be doing adjustments on when you post the EOB. Okay, I know that was a long-winded explanation. And so let me just wrap a big red bow around it for a second. If you are trying to choose between allowed amount and fee schedule for your in-network insurance setup, the biggest differences between the two is the fee schedule method is going to post in-network contracted fees to the ledger and the treatment plan and give you accurate insurance estimates. The allowed amount method is going to post full fee to the ledger and the treatment plan and also give you accurate insurance estimates because it will estimate based on your contracted fee. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been insightful in a way that helps you understand that you can get accurate estimates for treatment plans and for collecting on the day of service. You can get accurate estimates with either option. Either option will give you accurate estimates. I just need you to pick one and stick with it, be consistent, and teach your team how to use it. Now, if your team needs training, that's what I'm here for. Okay. My podcast is to give you insights. My podcast is to open your eyes to all the things that your software, your third-party software, your Dentrix software, your tech stack. My job here in my podcast is to give you insights and open your eyes to all of this technology. If you need more, if you need training, then reach out to me directly. Send me a DM, send me an email. My contact information is in the show notes, and I look forward to hearing from you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to watching your journey of becoming a high-performing dental team.